What's up, my people? I'm about to go into work. Hopefully, I don't come here anymore, even though I'm barely getting by with me and my family. It's not worth it, man. I'm inside a warehouse, even though I'm in charge of like 25 people. Um, I literally get paid less than $20 an hour, a little bit less than $20 an hour. Um, I walk a minimum of 12 miles a day on boots, in boots on concrete. Um, and it's wearing on me. I've been doing it for close to 10 years now, and I just can't do it no more. It's draining me. It's taking away from my calling. So even if I have to suffer financially for a little while, I might have to give this up soon, man. I just can't do it. I just can't do it anymore. But last night I was gonna do a live YouTube, but we're gonna do it tonight instead. It was Mother's Day, and there was a lot going on. This is gonna be an amazing chat. People can donate in the live chat tonight if they want to receive a free crystal in the mail. They can donate over if $30 or more, and you'll receive a golden cluster amulet with a value of over $50. So they'll be able to donate in the super chat or live chat tonight if they want that. Good morning, everybody. So that is going to be an amazing chat tonight, because we're going to be going deep into some of my visions, and some of them are prophetic. Things are starting to come to fruition now from what I saw a few years back, and my connection to Italy makes it more, I think, not even more vivid, yes, but I think it's easier to connect to our genetic roots. So since the last 3 years, I've been working with ORGONE pyramids, ORGONE devices. I've been working with crystals and stones since I'm maybe 3 or 4 years old. My mom used to always carry around rocks and stones and crystals or stuff in her pocket. So as a child, I was already fascinated with them. So I've been using them for a long period of time. And the ORGONE devices, along with frequency generators, I've been using them for the last few years. And now I'm able to tap into things way clearer and better. And what's up? Good morning, everybody. So I also have a new product, my golden healer cluster amulet. I just started making them last night. They come with a golden amulet bag. Now I'm having more copper coming to me, and we're making a new product. So that's going to be coming out soon too. I will always still have those two tensor tools that I'm working with, because those two are the most powerful that I've dealt with, and they pull out pain, they pull out emotional stress, everything. So not only am I offering information now, I'm starting to put my experiences, my knowledge into products to help heal people. And my buddy Misaki's been doing it for a long time, and you can't put a value on creating something with your own hands that helps others. It's just amazing. So tonight we're going to be going deep into some of my visions, because I've been logging them in a book over the last years. And we touched on a little bit when I did my show with Misaki the other day on Patreon, and I will put the whole 2-hour show for my patrons today. I'll post it. Misaki just emailed it to me. So for my patrons that actually pay for a subscription, you'll have that 2-hour show for your archives, so you can go back to it. I'll put that up for you guys today, because Misaki has it only for his $10 patrons on his Patreon. So he gave it to me today, so I'm gonna give it to my $8 and up patrons. I might even give it to all my paid patrons, $2 and up. So one of my visions that we touched on yesterday or the other day with Misaki was of Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash is somewhere I feel like I'm connected to in another lifetime, maybe, or me on another timeline. So thank you guys. Yeah, it was an incredible show, and it's going to be one in a series of shows. Lately, all my interviews, wherever I've been on for the last few years, they've been getting better and better each time I go on. I'm able to present things in a better way, because I've been told my whole life, that the way I'm able to break things down is very interesting. Um, I think I'm getting better at it. So it's hard when someone tries to describe something to you and they're using a word salad of stuff and making it really intricate and making them seem like they're way more intelligent than you and this and that. I try to break things down so everybody can understand, even if you're hearing me for the first time. One of the visions I was talking about with Mount Kailash, I caught a vision of some sort of like Tibetan monk or some sort of enlightened levitating monk on Mount Kailash because he was levitating off the ground, and it feels like he was there for years, like no need for food, no need for anything like that. He had spiritual nourishment that was keeping him alive, maybe off of the sun or the moon or something. So I saw him hovering there on Mount Kailash, and golden spirals were spiraling in his eyes, like the color of. And within the mountain, I saw golden spirals spiraling. Like if you would pop the top off the mountain and were able to look in, you would see like spirals of gold inside. Um, so uh, uh, from this, something appeared on top of the mountain next to this old man, and it was like an owl type moth-like winged creature, and it was a karma machine. It's some sort of karma machine that these, whether he was Tibetan or whatever he was, but these monks, or this monk at least, seemed, in my understanding, to be uh, interacting with this telepathically with this monk or a group of monks from Mount Kailash for a very, very, very long time. And when good vibes are around, this thing amplifies the good vibes and brings good omens, good luck and good serene environment to wherever he is. So at the same time, if things were evil around him, the majority of people were evil, it would bring bad omens, and it would be attracted to bad omens. So the thing was made as a karma machine. When it feels good, it is I don't know if it was made or whatever, but it when it feels good vibes, it gets drawn to those good vibes when they're amplifying and projecting out through the universe. At the same time, if there's bad vibes overruling those good vibes projecting out, it'll get attracted to those bad vibes in that bad area. So there's positive and negative ley lines in our whole world. It gets attracted to whatever's the majority going on, right? Whatever's happening. So I think these monks realized this because I saw him being locked down with a mantra. It was like I was in a trance, sort of like I had the orgone pyramids going. I was meditating, and I sort of like for a half an hour or so, I kind of like was in a little bit of a trance and was daydreaming. Like you could call it daydreaming, but I was getting a direct vision about a direct location, especially because I was doing that before I started the meditation. I was concentrating on Mount Kailash and the coordinates of the Google Earth, and I had the picture of it up on Google Earth right next to me. And then I shut the computer, I put on the music that I usually put on, sometimes no music, and I friggin' went there, in my mind. And I caught onto a vibration, a time, some point in time when this was happening, and I saw him locking. I think it might have been a group of them because I didn't actually see a group of them, but I felt the like a whole chain of them chanting a mantra and sealed it down. And they put it was like an astral cubed prison, and they put a Naga Kal on it, which is like I researched it afterwards. And I have it on my website, even on my Naga Files page. A Naga Kal is a mantra and like a cobra, some sort of like cobra picture of a cobra, or in some sort of thing that's put as a seal over mantra, also as a warning that don't fuck with this shit because so I feel that it was locked down for a long period of time, and it was being kept locked down in this stasis, in this astral cube, by these powerful monks. And in the 1950s, China burned a lot of these Tibetan monks up in the Himalayas and stuff like that. Now, I saw monks burning, and it's my understanding that when this happened in the 1950s, this thing was released. The mantra was broken somehow, whatever they were burned alive. So when you do that, this the soul is no more in this material realm or in the spiritual realms. It goes somewhere else, right? So connected to this physical plane. So I think it was released, and it made its way by 1966 into Point Pleasant, West Virginia. It was attracted to the negative ley line, the powerful negative omen that was casted upon that area by Chief Cornstalk and by all the blood killings and Native American wars there, and other stuff. You know, it's just it was drawn to there. Even the making of ammunition, the negative areas, and all the stuff that went along with it, as well as all sorts of things going on. So this goes really deep because I have to go into work, but we're going to elaborate on it more tonight, because there was a whole bunch of things that led up to it. Even this guy Woody Derenberger, during the same time this was going on, he had this UFO sighting and a UFO encounter with this guy. Now, from my vision, there was interdimensional bounty hunters looking for this owl-like creature, Mothman karma machine-like creature, and this Woody Derenberger sighting of this guy that said he was a searcher and asking, if that's a city up ahead. They were the interdimensional bounty hunters that were trying to find and take away this karma machine. So I'm gonna go deeper into that tonight, as long as the flood of 589 in Italy, and what took place, because there were pagan temples that were knocked down and everything in 589 AD, and then a bubonic plague broke out. A dragon washed up ashore of the Tiber River. The Pope had died from the plague. Everything started to happen after these pagan temples were destroyed. So we're going to talk about that later tonight, and my visions of that as well. So stay tuned. You could donate in the chat tonight if you want a Golden Healer Cluster amulet. So don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll check you later tonight right here on YouTube Live, and Spiral out.